Hey, how are you? It's Mary Bicknell. Welcome to Lead a Life Uncommon, where every Monday you're going to get a little biz bite to start your week off right. And then every Wednesday, we're going to deep dive into all things personal growth, where my goal is to help you have an aha every single week. You know, this podcast is for you, for the woman who's the go-getter, who knows there's more inside. And you know what? You're ready to smash through that self-imposed glass ceiling so you can finally see what you're made of. Ready? Let's go. Hi, happy Monday. Welcome to episode number 50. Are you hearing the angels sing? Today is Biz Bites Monday, and I'm going to be sharing with you one of the secrets to my time management success. I want you to think about time management is life management. Let me say that again. Time management is life management. And I know that you have so many things that you need to get done. You have this long ass list of things to do. I'm going to share with you the secret formula that I use. I share with my clients. It's brilliant. And it's also a little bit of a pain. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a little bit of a pain because most people don't want to do the work that I'm going to share with you. Here's the truth. When you implement this formula, your entire life will change. You will have more time. You will feel more confident about what you should and shouldn't be doing inside of your life and business. This is really to help you stop doing all those BS time wasters and start doubling down on your brilliance. Why is this relevant? Because this will radically change your income, change your sense of confidence around what you're doing. This will give you the opportunity to see more opportunities for you to enjoy your life and find new clients, work with your team in a more effective way. Like, it's all good. And really doubling down on your zone of genius. When you implement this about what you should and shouldn't be doing, I promise you, like, here's one of my guarantees. And why I'm guaranteeing this for real is because literally every single client that does this process, their mind is blown and they legit get more time back in their lives. So what is it called? This is called the MADE formula. Write this down. MADE, MADE. So part of this formula, what you need to do first is for 1 week, you need to track what you're doing for one entire week. And I mean, like, every 30 minutes, every 1 hour at the most, you need to be tracking what you're doing. So maybe every 1 hour for literally 1 week. And I want you to start like on a Sunday. That's how I start tracking my week. I start on Sundays and sit down first, and I want you to map out, what are you going to do for the week? So every Sunday, my family and I, we sit down and we look at, what are we going to do for the week? So when does River have volleyball? When does John have meetings? When do I have meetings? John and I have date day every Friday. And part of the reason we can do this is by implementing this formula that I'm giving you. Like, this is how I'm able to work 3 to 4 days a week. Only 3 to 4 days a week, and still run a very successful business that allows me to live a 7-figure life. Okay. Because look, here's the bottom line. I love making a lot of money. I want to help you make a lot of money. But the biggest point about business for me is I want to make a difference in my life, my family's life, and of course, my client's life. And in order to do that, I need extra time to like regroup, to think, to be creative, to connect with my spouse. Because when I'm in work mode, y'all, I'm in like badass bitch work mode. I don't even know why I said badass bitch. You know, I normally never even say things like that, but it's like, that's the vibe. Like, I'm all in. I'm like, yes. And in order to do that and to have that energy and drive and ambition, I need to have a lot of free time. And so I had to ask myself, Mary, what in the hell can I do to have more free time? So this formula I'm giving you is what I use today, and I still share with clients. And this is what one of the radical changes that I help with them make, so that they have more time, that they make more money, and more importantly, that they feel refreshed and confident, and they're really focused on their zone of brilliance and excellence. And genius. Okay. So every Sunday we sit down And it's not like you don't have to spend a long time, but sit down on Sunday, figure out what your week looks like, build that out on your calendar. And if you're not using a calendar, you're not going to make as much money and you're not going to have as much free time. People out there who are like, I just wing it and that's bullshit. You can't do that. You need to be very rigorous on your time, which also might include that you need to include, friends, time on your calendar. That's just like free time. That's spontaneous time. That's like whatever comes up time. I know that sounds counterintuitive, like schedule your spontaneous time. Here's the thing, when you have open time and you allow yourself to think about, oh, that's free time to do whatever I want to do, it gives you something to look forward to. Or if you put your pedicure on there or your massage on there, it gives you things to look forward to. And it becomes much easier to double down on what you're supposed to be doing when you have that thing on the calendar. And we're going to do another whole podcast all around focus. Look for that. That's coming. Okay. So on Sunday, we look at what we're doing. Okay. So starting on Sunday, I want you to start writing down what are you doing every hour? And it could just be a quick note. It could be like having family meeting, making breakfast, planning for the week. I like to make soup on Sunday. So, I'm prepping food for the week so I don't have to like grab something at the last minute. On the evenings, I'm tired, all of those kind of things. So for 1 week, every hour, if you're really good, every 30 minutes, but every hour, start tracking what you're doing. So that means, what are you doing during the week with business? What does your schedule look like? Do you have your sales calls all together? Are they batched together? Are they randomly spread out along your calendar? That's ineffective. When do you work with clients? When do you network? When do you seek out doing your content? When do you make peer collaboration calls? When are these? So you want to write all this down. Track it. At the end of the week, you're going to implement this MADE formula. Ready? Again, it's MADE. Here's what it stands for. M stands for me. It's all me, baby. Like no one else can do the task except for me. So once you have everything written out for the week, you go through hour by hour and you're going to put MAD or E next to each one of those line items. So here's what that acronym. So M stands for me, meaning no one else can do this. No one else can go on a date with John. No one else can do the sales calls but me right now. I have people that I've had in my business that do sales calls, but right now I love connecting with my one-on-one clients. I want to talk to them. I want to see if they're a really good fit for me. I want to have that connection with them. What else is only like me? I'm the only one that's recording this podcast. So on the days that I record podcasts, if that was on my calendar, it'd be me, M, Mary. It just happens, but it could be you, Sally Jane, but M, me. A stands for automate. So what in my business can I automate? What does that look like? So if somebody joins my freebie offer, it's frankly, guys, it's all automated. What does that look like? Of course, it means that you have specific software that is supporting you in time savings. Automation. Some of you need to automate your grocery delivery. So when you're looking at, I spent 3 hours at the grocery store, I spent 2 hours at the grocery store. What would life look like if you could automate the delivery of your weekly normal eggs, milk, and bread, or whatever the hell you all do? Where are places in your life when you're looking at that calendar that you can automate? D stands for delegate. Who can you give that task or assignment to? This is in your personal life and this is in your business life. So in your business life, do you have an executive assistant? Can you delegate whatever task for customer service, customer follow-up, delegating the automation of your social media content? First, you can create the content yourself, or you could hire somebody, right? And then you delegate somebody to do all of that and put it into an automated product. Okay, so look at that list, look at your calendar. What can be delegated? Look, you guys, you shouldn't be doing your laundry. You shouldn't be cleaning your bathroom. You shouldn't hire somebody to clean your car. All of these things can be delegated out. Now, some of you might be like, I don't know, I can do all that myself. And we've had this conversation before. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And we've talked before on, why delegating is more cost effective in the long run for you. Okay. And then E stands for eliminate. What on your list can you literally eliminate, period? So it could look like this. How much time are you wasting spacing out on just like not really getting your work done? How can you eliminate that? How can you eliminate just watching Netflix? Ask yourself, why am I zoning out? Why am I buffering? Why am I distracting myself? Is it because you feel lonely? Is it because you feel overwhelmed? Is it because you feel stressed? Is it because you don't have anybody in your world that understands what it's like to be a businesswoman trying to do it all? And remember, I've said to you before, you can have it all. This is part of this MADE formula is how I can have it all and how you can have it all. But just because we want it all doesn't mean that we need to be doing it all. I know that you need to eliminate some of these time wasters, these distractions, and instead do the mental thought work around why am I overeating, over drinking, watching too much Netflix. It may be because you're not doing the things that only you can do that are in your zone of genius. So you're doing all this other stuff that you should be automating, delegating, and completely eliminating. You're doing those things and it's making you exhausted. It's making you burnt out. You're becoming bored with your own life. If this is you, I totally feel you. I totally understand. This is some of the work that I want you to be keeping an eye out over the next several weeks in early spring. And I'm not sure whether you're listening to this in real time live. This is the beginning of January 2022. But over the next several weeks and episodes, you're going to be hearing about a new offer that I'm going to be I have in creation mode right now. That's creating a collective for you to be a part of with other women just like you who are business owners, who are entrepreneurs that actually want someone to really talk to, being in a community of other women like you. You do not need to be suffering in silence, saying to yourself, I'm bored out of my freaking mind. I'm on the edge of burnout. It's really about this thought work. It's really about doing the work and being committed to it. And I can't wait to share that with you coming up. So your uncommon, bold ass business tips for today is doing the work to write out your entire calendar every Sunday, look at it, and then start tracking for one solid week, everything that you're doing in your personal life, in your business life, so that then you can implement the MADE formula. So that, my friends, I promise, if you do this and you do it diligently, this is how I can guarantee that you can find 5 or 10 free hours a week, period. I promise you that. So make sure you reach out to me on and message me across all the socials, over on LinkedIn, on Instagram. Reach out to me. I'm dying to hear your free time. I just gave you 5 or 10 hours a week back in your life. You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon. Here's to you leading a life uncommon, my friends. Bye now. Hey, you've been listening to the Lead a Life Uncommon podcast. I'm here helping you create a life to allow you to do whatever the heck you want to do, whenever you want to do it. If you got some value out of this, I'm going to ask you, pop over and give a 5-star review. Subscribe and share this with a girlfriend you know is ready to lead a life uncommon herself. And I'm going to give you a couple things. Number 1 is pop over to marybicknell.com/podcast. I have something called the Guide to Your Hidden Thoughts Around Money and Success. You're going to uncover some good stuff there. It's a little workshop I'm giving to you. And another thing I want you to take advantage of is this exercise I did all around connecting with your evolved future self. You're going to love this exercise. It's going to be fantastic. In fact, when you're done, please, please, please go and tag me on Instagram or any of the socials and tell me what you thought. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye now.